So there's talk of these plasmoidal orbs that are supposedly their own kind of creature, being. They're not like a nuts and bolts kind of alien spacecraft. And that is something I can believe, because I don't believe that you get kind of the spacecraft, the flying saucers, or whatever craft they may use, coming from different planets. I don't think that's the case at all. I'm not even sure if we can get out of the barrier, that Van Halen belt. And I don't even think planets you can even land on them. I just see them as luminous lights that are more connected to this massive zodiac clock that resides above us, that is the kind of cyclical nature or driving force of this realm. I don't believe planets are physical objects you can land on. And I've seen loads of CGI photographs of planets. Even Pluto, having the dog from Disney, Pluto, kind of faded within the image of Pluto, of what we've been told is Pluto, the planetary body. So it's like, oh, someone's taking the piss here, aren't they? So yeah, I don't believe aliens are coming from different planets, but I do believe in interdimensional travel with the portal stuff.
Wait a minute, isn't that the sign of the Blair Witch? Don't tell me she's been down here. What kind of aircraft does that? Sharp right turns. When I did a lot of LSD, and I don't recommend you doing that because you don't know what's out there, you don't know what chemicals they're putting on those tabs or whatever. But I was in a rock band at the time, so I guess I just wanted to live that kind of life. But I probably only had 40% good experiences with it, and the rest were like terrifying or not even pure LSD, and felt like I was being poisoned. So really do keep away from that stuff, unless you really know the guy that's actually making it in a lab and you see the process of it and all that kind of stuff. Same goes for DMT when it comes to experiencing things like that. I mean, you don't know where that's coming from unless you know the guy that's actually found the plants and done all the alchemy that's needed to make the powder that you're going to be smoking. But saying that, you know, people take risks in life. You want to take risks in life when you're that young. But anyway, yeah, I definitely saw on one of the most extreme trips I had on LSD the vibratory nature of matter, and it really brought home the light show illusion that there is this reality. And I remember walking through the woods, much similar to what I've been walking through today, and seeing a UFO land, like proper, I don't know, encounters of the third kind of ship landing in the woods. And I was the only one that could see it, and I was trying to get the others' attention. I think I was with 5 other people, and that really annoyed me. But it was because there's a difference between the visuals that you see on LSD when you look at objects and nature and things like that, to something like a UFO landing. It's like that was something else. But apparently, in those woods and in that area, a UFO crash happened. I think in 1987. It was up in Annesley. So I'm wondering that when I saw that UFO landing, if I was picking up on some quantum residue of that alleged crash that happened in 1987 or 1986 or something like that. I don't know, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Just a bit odd that I saw it in the same area that apparently something like actually happened. But it's not the only UFO I've seen, or lights, weird lights in the sky I've seen. I've seen loads of different ones.
So yes, there may be some activity concerning these plasmoidal beings that the drones are kind of looking at or observing. But that doesn't mean there's going to be an alien invasion. But I've seen what I've seen as plasmoidal orbs in the sky before. One particular experience I had was when I used to go ghost hunting at a place called Annesley Hall, where I lived in Hucknall. In my late teens, me and my shut up. Me and my friends would go to Annesley Hall, and that's where Lord Byron supposedly lived, or one of the places that he lived. But it was abandoned. It's being looked after by this security kind of operation. But inside, there's like nothing there. It's just the outward structure of the hall that used to be there. So you're not allowed to go in there. But we would just hang out on the outskirts of the hall and stick in recording devices to see if we could get paranormal activity, which we did actually get. We got like faint piano playing and someone shouting that wasn't with us. But anyway, yeah, as we were walking back from one of our little expeditions up towards Annesley Hall, I spotted one of these kind of orbs kind of zipping about like a giant firefly is the only way I could describe it. It looked like a star, but then it started moving, like it kept zipping about like that. And then it went near a plane that was flying in the opposite direction. And I swear it nearly hit that plane that it kind of moved towards. So that was a kind of a strange UFO experience. So yes, I've seen orbs that I've assumed were stars to begin with that then started moving in a weird way. And I think I've seen a couple of those in the past. So I think there are definitely beings that we don't know about. What the hell is that? Speaking of drones, something floating over there. I can zoom in quickly before it goes. Oh no. Zoom in. Stupid bits of grass. See what I mean? It's hard to catch a UFO. See if I can get above the grass. No. What is that? Some kind of... Oh, I can't zoom in on it. Some kind of old school plane it looks like, doesn't it? Like a propeller plane. Whatever they're called.